Hey everyone! Have you ever seen animals take a tumble in the wild? Get ready for 40 jaw-dropping animal falls, caught on camera, stunning slips, wild mishaps, and even run-ins with invasive species that will shock you. Cattle and camels are the two most common livestock species raised in the Grand Canyon. Cattle account for 20% and camels 25% of the global herd. However, they often suffer horrific accidents, falling hundreds of feet from steep mountain slopes or from overloaded transport vehicles. The local population needs to install sturdy fences and provide emergency handling training to protect these animals. Transporting goods by donkey has become easier in many developing countries like Pakistan, where they are an essential means of transportation for communities. However, frequent overloading often leads to serious accidents involving donkeys. My advice is to prioritise reasonable loads, keeping them at a maximum of 50% of the donkey's body weight, and to conduct regular health checks to ensure animal welfare. The mother bear watched helplessly as her cub slipped on the edge of the ice, teetering precariously on the edge of the abyss. The harsh reality of nature spares no one. Every creature is at risk of falling into the abyss. These towering mountains remind us of the unforgiving cruelty of the wild. Eve 6, thousands of mysterious birds fell from the sky in Mexico, causing widespread panic online and apocalyptic signs. Local residents in Cuauhtemoc were horrified by the bird carcasses scattered in the streets, fearing an environmental disaster. Authorities investigated and concluded that the birds were preyed upon and the area was evacuated. Returning to the story of the mountain lion and the camel in the treacherous terrain of the Grand Canyon, this time the cruelty of nature strikes as the camel plunges into the abyss in the attack. But this is simply the harsh reality of the wild. Even the most agile invasive species rarely escapes a surprise attack of a mountain lion. If you plan to visit this majestic land, think carefully and always be vigilant.
Come on, come on, come on. Look, look, look.
Wow.
Vamos.
Cats falling from high-rise buildings are no longer accidents, but fierce battles for survival. Cats once thought to always land on their paws, now fight mercilessly for food on balconies and rooftops. They fall from dizzying heights, but many still wonder if there's a truly safe height for cats. The answer might surprise you in the comments below. Nothing compares to the thrill of riding a wild horse. Those brave souls are the true cowboys. If you haven't been licensed to race, you are not allowed to do so under any circumstances. Furthermore, on steep and treacherous roads, wild horses sometimes lose control, hurtling straight down into ravines at breakneck speed. These falls often end in violent crashes. In June 2024, the famous bald eagle nest of Decorah North in Iowa collapsed during a heavy rainstorm when waterlogged branches on a dry tree finally snapped. Two eaglets survived safely, but the event highlighted the fragility of wildlife habitats amidst harsh weather conditions and decaying vegetation. Squirrels often hop from high branches, but they don't always land safely. Many cases have been recorded of them falling from dozens of feet, resulting in injuries ranging from minor to serious. The greater the height, the higher the risk of health problems, making it difficult for their small bodies to fully recover. A tiger's life was taken away on the Mysuru-Nanjangud highway near Mandakali. Road lights should be installed on major roads and residential roads to ensure the safety of motorists. Have you ever had a heart-stopping moment when you encountered a mountain lion on the road? Wildlife crossings are life-changing experiences, right? To reduce traffic accidents, areas like the Santa Ana Mountains in California have implemented animal underpasses. We have been in this situation before, but our speed was only about 75 pounds, so we were safe. All we could do was honk or maybe brake a little. There was no other way. The only thing you can do is hold the steering wheel tight, otherwise you could get into a situation where you can't control it. This motorcyclist suffered a spectacular failure as he crashed into a flock of sheep. Businessman Nikolai Mustafan, 30, and his friend Herman were travelling back from a trip to the Caucasus in Russia in June when Herman crashed into a flock of sheep crossing the road. Travelling at high speeds, Nikolai and Herman saw the sheep coming up ahead, but luckily he received emergency help in time and was wearing a helmet, so he escaped serious injury. Oh my god, drivers, don't ever do what the guy in the video did when he hit a cow. Hitting a moose is worse than getting hit by a cow. Ease off the gas and watch for signs of wildlife. Don't be reckless and stay alert on the Glen Highway. Forget the old school car crash with an alligator in the Everglades, Florida. They go as fast as 11 mph, but don't point the finger at the driver and blame them when nature is unpredictable. Drive smart in the rain and turn on your high beams, or flash your lights to increase your chances of spotting an alligator and alerting those behind you.
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
I live in northern Ontario and narrowly missed a cow and calf moose about a week ago. I was doing about 90 kph on a KLR 650, so not much protection. The cow jumped up at last second and ran in front of me from right to left. I had no time to brake. The thing I had drilled in my mind for years was to aim for their arse end, as chances are they will continue to move forward. Hey motorcyclists! A moose can weigh 800 to 1,600 pounds. There's no way you're gonna run into one. Wear a full face helmet and body armor. Slow down in the morning or afternoon and watch for wildlife signs. Steering left or right would be the worst thing you could do. It could cause serious harm to the driver or others around you. The right thing to do in an inevitable crash with an autonomous driving system is to warn everyone in the car that a collision is imminent so that the passengers can prepare. Don't steer, drive straight through it. In the video, you can hear the car alerting me to something. When I looked down, it said the parking assist system was disabled.
Dog picture.
Apparently because I had no bumpers. I also had the parking assist APP turned off, as you can hear in the video. Somehow it was still on and kept me in my lane. As always, never swerve to avoid anything on the highway, and since the deer was in the middle of my lane, that would have been the worst decision. Letting goats run wild causes traffic jams. After the mountain lion tragedy, let's take action by supporting people to fence and monitor their livestock to prevent them from running off the road. If you think this method is right, please click the like button. What's the wildest animal you've seen on the road? Drop your story and let's talk how to keep our rides safe.
Dog picture.
A burglar tries petting a dog to sneak in, but the homeowner's scream sets it off. The dog lunges, chasing the thief out as she calls the cops. Sneaky move, meat loyal guard. A zookeeper was petting a lioness when a leopard approached. A tiger roared to save the man. Big cat stalking humans? What a twist! I thought it would be unsafe for children to be home alone, but when I saw this, I was surprised. How could a dog do this? But it is still best to take extra care of your child, as it is not always possible in this situation. When a neighbour's dog attacked 4-year-old Jeremy, Tara's cat jumped into action. She jumped on the dog, protecting Jeremy from injury. Luckily, Jeremy was okay. Jeremy's mother quickly ran to check on him and found him okay. Perhaps the nanny's actions misled the cat, causing it to think that the baby was being threatened. Similarly, some dogs are ready to rush in to stop robbers when their owners leave the bank with a large sum of money. Clearly, there is no need for professional bodyguards. Sometimes pets are the most loyal and effective protection. A small dog can bravely confront a big bear to protect the owner's home. This bond not only brings safety but also reminds us of rare loyalty. Do not harm animals. Consider them as precious companions in life. Without following it all, I thought this dog was doing something bad to the girl, but no. It saved her from the dry branch above. Even when you are not at your best, your loyal dog will not leave your side. It will nudge you, protect you, maybe even attract your attention for help. It is not training, it is instinct. Treat a dog with love and loyalty will be returned tenfold. Have you ever had such a moment with your dog? If you have enough compassion, sometimes even the most ferocious animal will bow down to you.
He's okay.
Ella, I'm fine.
Ella, he's okay. Boo.
Everything's okay.
He's just really cold.
Get the dog, Mark.
Mark, get him.
A man risks his life to save a dying wolf in the middle of a freezing lake. A 6-year-old boy was playing in the yard when a neighbour's dog lunged at him. The boy's German Shepherd didn't hesitate to jump in, stopping the attack and keeping the boy safe. Even in a training situation, a German Shepherd spotted a kidnapper in the park and sprang into action, stopping the threat. What you may not know is that these dogs can risk their lives to protect their owners and their homes from bears, 3 times their size. Bear invasions in Apopka neighbourhoods are no longer uncommon, highlighting the growing overlap between urban life in Red Lodge, which is prone to moose attacks. Chihuahuas fearlessly face moose attacks and save their owners from them by barking to warn them. Without them, the home's defense would be weak. Proper care and health checks ensure this hero is always ready. A dog chased a cow that was attacking a toddler in Thailand. Luckily, the cow did not reach the child, reminding parents to keep their children in a safe place. Which footage made you choke up the most? Let me know your opinion. And don't forget to leave a message for those who are doing bad things to animals. Comment number 1 if you get a lesson from the video, and your channel subscription will open up new things for you in the next episode. Giant pythons are a threat that even hyenas must be wary of. With a length of 20 to more than 33 feet and enough squeezing force to control their prey, they can easily take down impalas. Hyenas usually only dare to watch from a distance, avoiding a potentially perilous situation. What is amazing is that pythons' jaws can open wide to swallow prey 3 to 4 times the size of their head, a digestion process that lasts for weeks. In the raging river, crocodiles and giant pythons battle for dominance. There are no real winners, only retreats, leaving behind an ominous silence of the battles on the Nile. There is no end, only an endless cycle of confrontation, where every moment reminds us that even the strongest are but fleeting sparks in the relentless flow of nature. Although chameleons can change colour to blend in with the leaves, the boomslang's hunting skills and good binocular vision easily break through that protective shell. With just one bite, the boomslang's venom causes brutal internal bleeding, and you know the result. This is a warning to humanity that the beauty of camouflage is sometimes powerless against the power of nature. On the remote islands of Indonesia, the monstrous Komodo dragon, with its neurotoxic venom that can cause instantaneous hemorrhage, is second only to a few inland taipan snakes. Up against it is the bone-crushing reticulated python. Which predator would you bet on? I'll pick the reticulated python. This power is a warning for python hunters. Always keep at least 10 feet of distance. Use a pole to pin the head, and if wrapped, stay calm while loosening the coils. Panic only makes things worse. Such encounters reveal a sobering truth. Even the strongest are never truly invincible, reminding us to respect and protect the wild. Without proper experience, it's best not to step into this territory at all. Believe it or not, a small mongoose is the living nightmare of the most venomous snake knockdown on the planet, the king cobra. With its quick reflexes, it provokes the snake to exhaustion, avoids the venom-injecting teeth, then delivers a fatal blow to the neck, turning the predator into a meal. The biggest surprise lies in the miraculous genetic mutation of the Indian grey civet, which makes the neurotoxin that paralyzes the victim's muscles harmless. Likewise, the clouded leopard is no match for the venom of the mamba or the king cobra. The venom of these snakes attacks the clouded leopard from within, weakening it to the point of almost death. The power of the venom is enough to bring even the most fearsome predators to their knees. From the darkness of the jungle, the python silently slithered towards the Black Panther, suddenly wrapping its arms around him before he could react. The leopard's roar mixed with the python's hiss, creating a breathtaking confrontation. For me, this constriction was many times more intense than the venom of a snake. A golden python faced off against a jaguar in a life or death battle. The python repeatedly dove into the murky water to escape, but the jaguar would not let go. With strength and agility, the jaguar held on to its prey and dragged it back to shore after winning. No need for venom, just rely on constriction. They glide across all terrains, targeting large birds, even destroying the happiness of an entire family in the blink of an eye. These terrifying moments, recorded from the wilderness to the suburbs, reveal the gruesome truth that pythons spare no one. Always be vigilant, protect yourself and your living space. Leopards are known for their ability to climb and move extremely fast, often jumping over solid fences to hunt livestock. Many families invest in solid cages and hire night patrols, but their stealth and strength still make defense measures ineffective. Not only is there an economic loss, but fear also pervades the whole village, forcing children to stay indoors and making nighttime trips almost impossible. Hunting leopards with firearms demands equipment suited for both potency and accuracy. Low-light scopes are indispensable given leopards' nocturnal tendencies, ensuring visibility during their most active periods at dawn or dusk. To counter the leopard's elusive nature, hunters often employ bait to draw them into range, positioning themselves in concealed blinds or elevated platforms. Stability is key. Using tools like bipods or sandbags enhances shot accuracy. Patience is critical, as rush shots risk failure or danger. A wounded leopard is a formidable threat, capable of quick and revenge with its large claws and teeth. Hunting in groups with the support of a reserve shooter is strongly recommended to avoid such mishaps. Chasing a wounded leopard at night is dangerous, as the dominance of this predator in low visibility conditions can turn the tide. Staying calm, alert and safety conscious is essential in the wilds of India. Leopards are highly perceptive, detecting subtle sounds or scents. Hunters must move with utmost caution, ensuring minimal noise from footsteps or equipment. Wind direction plays a pivotal role. Any hint of human scent can cause the leopard to vanish. Meticulous preparation, including firearm checks and ammunition reliability, is crucial not only for success, but for survival in such unforgiving terrain. Archery is also a tough challenge that requires precision and nerves of steel. A compound bow with a minimum draw force of 70 pounds is needed to take down the thick hide of a leopard. Shots, usually made from a range of 20 to 40 yards, require absolute stealth and a windward position to avoid detection by the leopard. Any movement risks detection, and the arrow must be aimed at the chest cavity for a precise knockdown. In my opinion, rifle hunting offers the range of power and relative safety that makes it a practical option for population control.
Reload.
Bow hunting, on the other hand, requires closer range and pinpoint accuracy, making for a stressful and risky experience. The decision depends on whether the hunter prioritizes efficiency or the thrill of a more primal challenge. But both methods require respect for the environment and the animal. Hunting leopards in India, where they are a protected species, is tightly controlled and often restricted to problem animals posing direct threats. In Tanzania, hippo hunting contributes to conservation through fees that support anti-poaching and habitat preservation. Ethical hunting prioritizes selective targeting, humane practices, and ecosystem balance, aiming to harmonize human needs with wildlife preservation. What's your stance on this approach? Well, come to Mouse Farm. In the heart of Papua New Guinea's Sepik River floodplains, giant saltwater crocodiles, more than 15 feet long and weighing more than 1,100 pounds, glide silently through the water. These powerful creatures disrupt suburban life, raid livestock pens, and threaten the livelihoods of local farmers. The story is not just about hunting, but also about the silent struggles, the burden of tradition, and the mistakes hunters make in their search for balance. The Sepik River sustains more than 150 villages, home to thousands of people who rely on its waters for farming. However, saltwater crocodiles have made this livelihood a challenge. Dozens of pigs and chickens disappear from their pens each month, leaving families starved of resources. Warmer waters have pushed crocodiles closer to villages, with local surveys estimating more than 300 active in a 40-mile stretch. Traditional defences, such as bamboo fences and nighttime fires, are ineffective against these adaptable creatures. What happens when survival collides with heritage? How to face such a relentless force without losing position. Hunting the septic crocodile requires precision under pressure. Hunters aim at dawn or dusk, when the crocodiles lie on the riverbank, briefly exposed. Hours must be spent waiting for a clear shot, avoiding ripples that cause dives. A backup shooter, synchronised by hand signals from a companion, is crucial to safety. However, even with these measures, a mistake can turn a hunt into a crisis, requiring constant concentration. Hunting mistakes not only fail, they also increase the danger. Overconfidence, such as ignoring small ripples or misjudging the current, can lead to unexpected alligator charges and trap teams, as was seen in a 2022 incident that injured 2 people.
Get him again. There you go.
Ineffective use of ammunition allows alligators to escape, often becoming more aggressive when they return. Uncontrolled terrain disrupts hunting, while inadequate post-hunt planning, such as improper disposal of hides, can result in losses of up to $300, 0 cents. These mistakes leave communities more vulnerable to alligator attacks. Hunter Wari missed, grazing a crocodile by the shoulder. The 1,200-pound beast charged. A vague signal slowed the support shooter, and although the team escaped, the crocodile returned, destroying a barn and costing the village $200, 0 cents in livestock. A mistake that was not only dangerous, but also put the entire community at risk. Villagers are fighting back with creativity. 6-foot-tall pens with secure gates reduce break-ins by 65% in trials. Night patrols with motion sensor lights and alarms deter crocodiles, saving dozens of lives each month. Training to improve hunters' aiming skills reduces errors by 40%. Managed hunts approved by village councils fund local needs like water systems at a cost of $350, 0 cents per hide. These combined strategies balance protection and sustainability. To stay safe, it is important to understand Papua New Guinea's laws, primarily the Crocodile Trade Protection Act 1974 and CITES obligations, which regulate hunting activities to prevent overexploitation, protect ecosystems, and ensure public safety. These laws govern who is allowed to hunt, how hunting is conducted, and how resources are managed, balancing human needs with environmental responsibility.
Reload.
Why are these regulations important? They prevent chaos and protect both hunters and villagers.
Wild boars pose a serious threat to the economy, environment, and security of Texans. Where do their origins come from? Wild boars were introduced to North America in the 16th century by Europeans for hunting purposes. Then, they were introduced to Texas through Mexico and quickly adapted to the new environment. The number of wild pigs in Texas is currently up to 2 to 3 million, much higher than 1.5 million in 2008. Damage caused by wild pigs to Texas agriculture is up to 2.4 billion USD per year. These are the scenes that Texans captured when using drones to monitor the actions of wild boars. Images show them moving in flocks across fields near people's living areas. Directly affects their domestic water source. You think they will only attack rural farms, right? Comment number 3 if you have that thought. Due to eviction and increased hunting pressure in rural areas, wild boars are looking for new food sources in urban areas. They often rummage through trash, destroy landscapes, and even pose a threat to people's safety. They will often search for food in the city at night when there is not much human activity. Realizing the severity of the problem, government organizations have organized competitions to encourage hunters to participate in wild boar control. Faced with the serious damage that wild pigs cause to the state of Texas, from agricultural farms to urban residential areas, people have organized hunting competitions to solve this problem. This competition emphasizes taking down wild boars sustainably and safely. The largest prize usually goes to the participant with the most feral hog kills, includes prizes from sponsors, and prestigious titles within the Texas hunting community. The Wild Hog Extravaganza is one of the most popular wild hog hunting events in Texas. The competition was first held in 2013 and has attracted thousands of hunters from around the world. The goal of the competition is to take down as many wild boars as possible to help control the animal's rapidly growing wild boar population. In 2019, Wild Hog Extravaganza attracted more than 5,000 hunters from 32 different states. During the 5-day event, hunters took down more than 3,000 wild boars. The largest area in the competition was Mills County, where more than 1,000 hunters participated. The competition is organized by the Texas Hunting Association and licensed by the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. To participate in the contest, hunters must have a valid hunting license and a Texas wild boar hunting permit. Before entering the hunting contest, hunters will be fully equipped with the necessary items to ensure the safety and efficiency of the journey. During the competition, hunters will be given appropriate hunting equipment, all of which are the same, to ensure fairness in the hunt. Some things are necessary before going hunting. Hunters cannot do without protective gear. Goggles help protect your eyes from dirt and debris when moving through the woods. Noise-canceling headphones help protect your hearing from loud noises from hunting gear. Armor to help protect the body from unwanted impacts from hunting equipment. If you are not fully equipped with hunting equipment, I recommend that you do not participate in this hunt. This is to protect your safety. If you agree with my advice, please comment number 1 so I can make sure you are safe. Have you noticed that the hunters' costumes are very special? What does the symbol of orange clothing mean? If you know, please comment below. Orange is the most commonly used color for hunters' clothing because it stands out in the natural environment, helping hunters easily identify each other and avoid being confused with their prey. Additionally, the orange also symbolizes safety and warning, helping others know that there are hunters active in the area. Before starting the competition, hunters will be divided into small groups, each group consisting of 4 to 6 people. Each group is assigned a specific mountainous area to hunt wild boars. A hunting group will be tasked with mountainous terrain that makes traveling and hunting difficult. Some hunters recounted that while they were hunting, they had many difficulties in finding water sources. Do you wonder why a team is needed on a hunting journey? Hunting together has many benefits. Group members can support each other in moving, detecting wild boars, and taking down prey. At the same time, you can share hunting experiences and learn a lot of experience and necessary notes. On average, a hunting group in the forest can kill 10 to 20 wild boars in a day. The hunter's aiming position is set by the competition in places where wild boars often pass by. This competition has a group tasked with hunting using the hunting method of hunting wild boar with hunting dogs. To ensure the effectiveness of the hunt, the dogs selected to participate are all hunting breeds with strong instincts, good endurance, and the ability to keenly pursue prey. Do you know which dog breed is famous for its keen sense of smell and ability to track prey for a long time and pursue prey in complex terrain such as areas near water sources? If you are a professional hunter, you will know the bloodhound hunting dog breed. These dogs are trained to be good swimmers, coordinate with their peers, and effectively attack wild boars in the water. Thanks to the coordination between hunting dogs and hunters, the speed of hunting wild boar with this method is many times faster than hunting in dense forests. The swimming speed of wild boar is only about 6.2 mph, while the speed of hunting dogs can be up to 18.6 mph. In some competitions, groups hunting with hounds have taken down hundreds of wild boars in just one day. After the end of the competition, cheers of victory rang out in the competition area. Hunters collect trophies the wild boars they have killed. They moved the wild boars to the gathering area. Large trucks were ready and waiting to transport the killed wild boars to the weighing location. The huge number of wild boars captured is a testament to the efforts, skills, and solidarity of the hunters. With a weight of up to 551 lb, this wild boar became the heaviest wild boar in the competition. After all wild boar are weighed, the team with the highest total weight of wild boar is named the champion. The lessons that the people of Texas draw from these competitions are the importance of community cooperation, understanding of environmental management and protection, as well as the need for civil control measures, effective number of wild boars. At the same time, the competitions are also an opportunity to create awareness and educate the community about the issue of wild pigs and their impact on the environment and local economy. Do you agree with organizing hunting competitions with groups like this? Comment 0 if you want to hunt wild boar alone. Comment number 2 if you agree that group hunting will ensure safety and improve efficiency in hunting. Thank you for watching the entire video. Click the like button to show your enjoyment of wild boar hunting videos.
These approaches have been great at stopping the spread of some invasive species. Got any ideas for even better solutions? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can all dive into it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the next video.